More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Dominguez.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Lofts one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dominguez. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's got him this time. Hard-hitting tackle.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DB's right up on the receivers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
App State 3, Utah State 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to get it to the marker. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Makes the grab. It's Ellis. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Hold down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll try to power their way ahead. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Under fire. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free.
so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. When you hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Utah State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hines is tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, on a play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Oh, they're after him. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Grover. Pulled down for the tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the option. Now the pitch. Fighting off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line.
There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17. Utah State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more... Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, coming out in the 2nd half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Utah State offense has it going. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the run, it's Crawford. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Got the back over the middle. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 30. Open space at the 25. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Utah State, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, App State.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this.
He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll try to get outside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun. It's incomplete, so the 2-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Running it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, App State. And the route is on.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 28 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Yeah, how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Okay, ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He has the first and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Down the boulevard, and that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The DBs will back off a bit. On the ground, it's Booth. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Utah State, 20.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's going to go down as time has run out. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports